friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life. Welcome to Wednesday, hashtag What's Up Wednesday, an open collab hosted by our sweet friend Lucia at Teho Creates. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's actually almost 7 p.m. It's been a busy day today. I had Sophie today. So just an update on my daughter-in-law. For those of you that know that she had surgery last week, she got the results back from her biopsy, and she went in initially for some melanoma to be removed, and after the results came back, they sent her to an oncologist because there was cancer in the lymph nodes, in her lymph nodes. So, and it's right, her upper leg, on her right leg, I think it is. And so she had to go in for a second surgery, not long after, about 2 weeks after her first surgery. And so the doctor is very positive about that they removed everything. They removed the lymph nodes, they removed everything. So she goes in tomorrow, Thursday, to have another scan just to make sure and see if there's anything else they need to do. So prayers for my daughter-in-law, Kaylee. She's the daughter-in-law that lives here in town. So while my son has been working, my son was actually out of town last night, and he's back tonight. So we've been helping out, her aunts, her mom, everyone's been just helping out with the kids. And then my friends here have been sending her dinners every night, and my sister's going to send her groceries this weekend. So she's being well taken care of, which is really nice. So thank you for prayers for those of you that those of you that know and that have been praying for her. So, all right, switching gears. So, once again, I don't know what is wrong, if it's the change in weather or what it is, but I have just not been able to sleep. And so once again, not last night, but the night before, I woke up about midnight, maybe about 11:30, and I just could not get back to sleep. And if I'm in bed and I can't sleep, I cannot lay there. And I don't like to switch on the TV because, you know, Raleigh's in bed and stuff or anything. So I just, where do I come? I come to my craft room. So, all right. So this is actually, I want to share with you what I did. It actually was very productive. So that's good. And when I wake up at midnight, it's not really a time when I can create. I have to find something to do that is kind of just more mindless, not where I have to like make decisions about colors or make decisions about, you know, ephemera or anything like that. I just have to come and just do something where I just don't have to think, right? So let me turn the camera around. So this is my paper bin. You can see this bin. I want to say that I got this at Daiso. And so I cleaned this out, even though it might not look organized. Does it? I hope it does. It was just a mishmash of just a whole, this wasn't in here. Okay, remove this bag, and it was just, all my scrap paper was just kind of stuffed in here. White, colors, small pieces, big pieces, everything was just in here, and it was just a big mess. And I have needed some white paper to, you know, because this is what we stamp sentiments on and other small stamps. And so I needed some, and I knew I had some in here, but it just wasn't all together. So, okay, let me start from the front. So what I did was, I already had this envelope, this just kind of pocket envelope that I'd made, and it just has small pieces in here. And so I just added to that. So I'm leaving that in there. And then next to that, I just have all these white pieces of, you know, cardstock that we use for other stamping or die cutting. And then right behind that, I just have pattern paper pieces in there, just standing up. And as I was going through, if there were pieces that I really just didn't really like the paper or didn't think I was going to use, I did throw some away just to get rid of. And then behind there are all the solid color pieces of paper for the most part. And so that's how I organized that. This, honestly, even though if it doesn't look organized, it really is lots more organized than it was. So then when I was done, I had room in there to put this, and in this bag are all the, if you saw my video the other day, my last video actually, where I was doing the painting on these cards that come in the mail, you know, and I don't I don't save every single one. If I did, I'd probably have 3 of these filled. So I do throw some of them away. It's hard to throw them away, but I do. And so I have a lot of these cards in here. And then also in here, I've saved, you know, some of the other things that come in that are like, say this, or some of the other things that are more like little like trifold folders, because, you know, those are nice. We can use those for, you know, projects too. So I was able, and this was just in a closet right outside my craft room where I have stuff over there. And so it was nice just to be able to keep it in here, because this is where I'll go when I want to find those things. So I was excited about that. I got that organized, and that's good. And in the process of doing that, I said, okay, what can I do with some of the scrap paper that is just, you know, little pieces, fun and easy? And so I got out my tab punch. Do you guys have one of these? I bought this because I saw a couple years ago, Michelle at Pink Strawberry, she was using one, and I thought, oh, I need to have one of those. So, and it makes these little, you know, these little tabs like this. They're so easy to make, right? And you could just make a lot of them. I made a whole container of them. So I just sat there and I was listening to a podcast. And so I just, out of the scrap paper, I just started making these. One day I was on Etsy and I was just looking around and, you know, different craft channels and see what people are selling crafty wise and all that. And, you know, looking at some of our friends that have Etsy shops and stuff. And there was a girl, on Etsy, and she was selling these little tabs just like this. She was selling like maybe 25 of them for $6. And I thought, oh my gosh, what in the world? I mean, so do people buy them? I don't know, because these are just so easy to make if you have one of those punches. So, and those are fun. I mean, I like using these in different places, right? You can use these on anything, on a Memdex, on an ATC, actually like in your planner or, you know, wherever. They're just so fun. So I made a whole bunch of these. And then, let me show you what else I did. So I have had this book. It's just a random, it's called Someone Like You and That Summer. I don't know. It was just a random book that I picked up at a yard sale or something, or at the library for like $0.25. And I thought that I was going to read it. And I started reading I just kind of perused it really quickly and brought it home. Well, it ended up being a book that, like, no, I would not read it. So I decided to keep it and just use it as some sort of a journal, right? And so what I did was I went through, I don't know if you can tell by looking at this part, but what I went through and I did every 5 pages I kept, and then I pulled out 5 pages. And then I kept 5 pages, and then I pulled out 5 pages. So I have a stack now of those pages that I can just use in journals, or I can use in projects or whatever, right? So there's just some book pages. So that all came out of this book. And then I used, you can probably tell, I used some scrap paper just to cover the front. And then I covered the back as well. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the spine, if I'm going to use fabric or if I'm going to use paper. I think I might put some fabric on there, and then, you know, I'm still going to, you know, finish up and decorate or whatever. And then I'm just going to start using this for some sort of a journal. I haven't decided what yet. I see lots of people that use, you know, have shown how to use these for different, you know, scrap paper or glue books or art journals or collages or whatever. I did a couple of years ago, a year ago or so, I can't remember when, I don't remember if this was free or if I paid for it, but these are the weekly collages. This is volume 2 from Marguerite Miller, and she has these on her Etsy shop, and she's on, I don't even know what volume now. There's a little prompt for you, and you can collage using one or all or, you know, of those things. And I thought, well, I printed it out because I thought maybe I would do that at some point, so maybe I'll do that. So I'm just going to kind of use this as some kind of journal, and I think it'll be fun, and that'll be that. So that's what I did. Okay, so that's that. Always keeping busy around here. I hope that you had a wonderful day today and you are being productive. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm always on the hunt for ways to use scrap paper. So if you have a channel or you have an idea, let me know. All right, guys, I'll talk to you again soon. Happy Wednesday, and definitely follow the hashtag and go and see what other people are doing on this What's Up Wednesday. Bye-bye.